We are here at the Divine Rewarding Services Limited Product Exhibition 2018, brought to you by Zenvus Media. And we get to meet and interview the founder of a wonderful product for farming, Rewardn Soil Water Trap. And we also get to experience the magic of Rewardn Soil Water Trap in agriculture in Nigeria. Hello everyone, this is Divine Rewarding Services Limited, situated at number 44 Library Street off Aminu Kano Crescent, Wuse 2, Abuja, in FCT, Nigeria. And we are here, the Zenvus Media team, to have a word and interview the founder of a wonderful product called Rewardn. Thanks, and sit back and enjoy the view. Good day, sir.
You're welcome.
Could you introduce yourself to us, sir?
Yeah, my name is Chief Uche Seva Alade Okenwa of Uruala.
That's good to know, sir.
Thank you.
What is Rewardn Soil Water Trap?
Rewardn Soil Water Trap is a polymer designed for farming, for modern farming. And it has a lot to give to farmers, and they reduce their effort of doing more and getting less, but it increases their yield. That after using water trap, you will smile home with a bumper harvest.
Okay. So what's the reason or drive behind this wonderful innovation, and how can this be applied in agriculture in Nigeria?
Actually, the Rewardn Water Trap is a real dry season farming. Okay. It's another innovative in order to take care of the lost period, the lost time when you just only farm only once in a year. But with the Divine Rewardn Water Trap, you farm all year round. Okay. And doing that, you have more to gain than farming only once in a year.
Okay, aside agriculture, are there any other area of specialization Rewardn can be utilized or applied?
Actually, Rewardn Water Trap has a lot of things to solve, especially in Nigeria. It can be used in controlling erosion. It can be used in agriculture. Can be used in devastation. That is when you talk about encroachment of desert devastation in Nigeria. And it can control a lot of control in crops.
Which is still not disconnected.
So you can imagine the power and the force, because in every adversity, there's always a great
From what
benefit.
I'm seeing, if you want to use it for erosion, maybe you use that kind of a machine that they use to mix cement and pour it instead of mixing like this. So when they use it,
the beauty of it is no matter the type of water. You are not saying whether it's erosion water or water is water. Once water touches this, they become friends. And then to take another advantage of controlling.
Okay. It's the force of water that causes erosion. But when this thing is there, that water will come with that force, because this thing has strength.
It draws that strength of the water.
It reduces the force of the water eating the earth.
So and they will now allow the earth to survive. Again, recovering this thing and coming up. Because it's like
it rises.
It rises. When you drop more sand on this and with more water, then the gully will start coming up.
When mixed with sand, okay. It's not sand.
And when you use Divine Water Trap, you are assured of solving a lot of problems, especially on the area of farmers. We have the current problem about herdsmen and farmers problem. This product is like a magic, is a solution to that very problem.
That's awesome.
And I'm sure if the federal government can embark on this, and then work with it, the issue of hench farmers and the farmers clash will be a thing of the past.
Okay. So when was this product founded?
Because you can win somebody's heart when he gets what he's looking for. Okay. Actually, I'm into POP business. On one of my travels to overseas, I met a man who showed me, just do a demonstration about water trap. On that very moment, I was convinced, and I decided to think homewards, to think about the problem in Nigeria, and this around 2015-16. And after the demonstration, I was convinced that this is going to help Nigeria for so many challenges. Okay. They are going to use this as economy booster, another item that can substitute oil or can help generate a lot of revenue for Nigeria. And at the same time, the economy is for the people, and also security. Okay. It has a lot to do with it. Security, job creation, okay, and also welfare. Because when you take care of a problem, it solves another problem. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and it's interesting knowing that you've come up with such a wonderful product, and you went into a serious research to come up with this product, and it's going to help farmers a lot in our country. But how can cooperatives, governments, parastatals, and farmers get this product to buy? Do they need to come to your office here, or is it in the market already?
One of the reasons of inviting people for this interview is about everything's all about information. Okay. From what we are even doing in this very room today can circulate to many parts of Nigeria and the world beyond. And the cooperatives, we are so much particular about cooperatives. It's only the cooperative people that can transmit this information to farmers. Yes. Then, with this publicity, with the publication about water trap and giving the solution to Nigerian problem, I think it's going to be a welcome issue. It's a welcome development in Nigeria. Yes. And the cooperatives are also, we have met many of them, up to 100 to 250 cooperatives. And they are indicating their interest in order to solve their today and tomorrow's problem. For example, they illustrate more about Rewardn Water Trap. You know, in the beginning, God said, let there be light. And there was light. Now, in water trap, this is a magic formula that when they illustrate about farming started from mother's womb. That even unborn baby eat from mother's stomach. Yes. And when the food is introduced from the stomach, what will the person do after coming out? Even the food is one of the things that develop almost everybody, even the engineer, the parastatals, the name them, all the professionals, they have to eat before they do their job very well. So the work of farming is supposed to be a collective issue that will help Nigeria, especially in the area of economy and food security.
Hello, we are here at the Kuje farm owned by Divine Rewardn Services Limited, and we're about to take you around to see the magic of Divine Rewardn Soil Water Trap and the crops that have benefited from this wonderful magical product. Come along with us.
You see, what we are doing all these things is to tell the government, concerned authorities, that these things are practical. We are not importing grass. This is Nigerian grass in Nigerian soil. So, and with this, we are ready to transform this. You see, with it only 500 square meter can cover more than 50,000 acres of land because of the multiplication. So these ones, in fact, what we are waiting is to get the contact of the people that need grazing grass. So you will be able to choose the ones they would like. There's one for fattening, there's one for milk, there's one for bone, there's one that is. So it's like a balanced diet for cow. But this elephant one is more common in Nigeria. And then you can imagine, no matter how tall is the cow, it can be able to feed a lot. 5 weeks old, and you can imagine with this, you can see by next month you will discover that these stems will be increasing. These stems will be increasing. This is just from this that we generate this, and when we get the other side, you see the ones we just planted that is not up to 3 weeks. So it is all about telling the authority that Rewardn Water Trap is capable of taking the problem of Nigeria and then solve it better than any other way. So this is about 3 weeks old, getting to 1 month. So if you have this and it's good, one thing about this grass is good now because the nutrients are more on this level. Then we can now say this one is overgrown. You can see that we are just using this place as in case we want to reproduce. But the height of this one is always, once it's at this height, that is when the nutrient is much.
But in this one due for harvesting right now?
Yeah, it's you see the pattern about grazing is about division. When you have a grazing, let's assume the whole of this farm is grazed with the grass. What you need to do is you put up a division between A, B, C, D. So that now the cows can face this. The more they eat, the more the thing comes up. So after eating from this angle, now you can open the other side and then take them there, while this one will be sprouting up again. By the time they get up to the 4th one, the first one has already grown enough again for them to continue. So there's no need of traveling many miles or many kilometers because you are looking for grass.
Ya aiki. Lafiya da godiya kokari. Lafiya. Alhamdulillah mun gode ma Allah. Ka san ina ji Hausa kadan ko? Kware da gaske. Aha. So muna so tambaye ka, wai yanzu ka fara aiki da wani chemical. Yaya aiki da kana fara da shi?
Gaskiya ni mutumin Kano ne. A Kura Local Government. Can nake yi sana'a. Sai Allah ya kawo ni Abuja nan. Da na zo Abuja sai na samu wani kamfani da bayar Rewardn. Suka ce suna da chemical da su bani amfani da shi in jira manoma rani. So da nazo sai suka ce ga yanda zan amfani da shi. Idan ka duba nan zaka ga kashi biyu ne nan. Nan na sa shi wannan abu da sinadari da ake kiran shi Divine Rewardn Service da suka bani chemical din shi water trap. Shine ne amfani da shi nan. Kuma albasa tana yi da kyau. Amma nan gurin ka gani ban sa ba. So nan kuma bata yi da kyau ba.
Okay, baka sa anan ba?
Ban sa anan ba. Kaga akwai bambancin wannan da wannan. So saboda wada din Abuja bai da kyau. Bai yi kyau ba. Amma wanda aka sa shi Rewardn Water Trap ya yi kyau. So ina kira ga abokaina waɗanda suke Kano, Kaduna da Sokoto su yi amfani da wannan sinadari na Rewardn Soil Water Trap. Zai taimaka musu ga noman rani. Yana da kyau kwarai da gaske, gashi wannan albasa ta yi, amma wannan saboda babu shi sinadarin nan na Rewardn Soil Water Trap bai yi kyau ba. So kaji sako na. Yawwa, nagode kwarai.
Practical side, so they experiment. So before they
Look at the grass. These are the ones that you can see.
Okay.
Now we are just doing it because if we are not to plant this for grazing, we have to give about 2 meters gap. That's our discovery. So that when they start growing up, the cows can be able to have access to the going round. And then instead of so this, we did this because we want to have enough of this thing, and then want to practice because this one is entering dry season. So we want to know how wonderful we look around January, February, March.
First
yes.
Okay. Okay, we see that there are some pipes connected, kind of. Are these supposed to be the supplies to?
Yeah, that was when we did cucumber and watermelon.
Okay.
You see, during the dry season, we have a tank, but we are not teaching people. You know, Nigerian farmers may not have the capacity to start having running drip. But when we started newly, we tried to follow the method of Nigerian pattern before they will see the difference between what we have and what they have been doing. So this water tap have eliminated the drip because what you can do, instead of using, you can use a manual kettle to drop water on top of the distance, which will retain the water for as long as another 4 months. So within that period, you have already harvested it. This area is for pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Yeah.
Okay.
And few months back, we have women that are always early in the morning, they assemble here to cut. The more you cut, the more the thing comes up. In fact, with water trap, it's like a providing necessary things for the farmers. Over there is rice. All what we are doing here is, we can see the plantain over there. So we are showing people that water trap can assist you in what choice, especially on the area of, there are some of the crops that you may choose for export. Then with the service of Rewardn Water Trap, because what is important is the economic benefit. You will use little and achieve more. That is the major part of the value. Yes. In fact, in this greenhouse, we have had about 1,560 kg.
So what was the essence of this netting and the structure over it?
Yeah, because we call it a greenhouse. Okay. It's a controlled environment. Okay. That yes, that you can see that the drip, this thing is connected. Okay. So whether in dry season or rainy season or whatever, any water that drops here is controlled until you open it before the. If there's a lot of heat, you open it, the air can can come in, and then so harvesting lasts 5 weeks, 6 weeks. But with water trap, we are harvesting. In fact, there's one that we planted, we harvested more than 16 weeks. Okay. That's the advantage of water trap, because we make sure that what actually we are promoting, we are talking about water trap is the yield. Okay. And they are not adding, it's the same space, the same thing, the same. So normally, what we normally do when we plant with water trap, we plant without water trap, so that you will be able to. But we have stopped that because now a lot of our cooperatives have come down here and see the difference between the water trap one and then the one without water trap. Okay. So these are the almost 12th week of this one. And it's still producing, though because of the demand of cucumber. We are likely, after we remove this one, we are going to plant another, like either yellow pepper or green pepper.
So maybe we'll go for I will show you how we apply the soil water trap.
Let's now move forward to.
Can we move to the house green, the first green?
Where?
So I said we can use the soil water trap in two forms.
Okay.
The first form you can use the granular. Then the second form you can use the gel. Okay. So all of the two you can use them. Okay. But there are differences of the two. Now if you are looking at a large area and then you want to use small quantity, you can use the gel form. If you can remember from the office, small quantity of put water as big as that big can use. Now you fill it. After you fill it, you can apply any large area of land. That's one method. Then another one is if you're looking at carry that gel form, go down to your farm. It is let me say laborious. Then you can decide to use granular. Now if you want to use the granular form, now this one will have spacing. And in between this drop of water is 30 centimeters. Okay. So this 30 centimeters depending on the crop that you want to plant. If your crop requires only 30 centimeters, you can use any drop where the water is dropping. But if your crop requires 60 centimeters, you can use one, jump this one and get this one. So that's most years, these are the range most of our crops wear. So now, if you want to use the granular form, especially in the intensive farming, this is how you need to do. You dig a hole, at least
on that water drop.
Yes, no, you're on that water dropping, so that once you arrange your pipe, the water will be dropping directly to your crop. So now the depth of this planting hole must be 7 centimeters and above. Pull this one. It's equivalent to 1 gram. A farmer doesn't have the skill to be doing this one, but once you have your cover, anywhere cover a pen, you can use at 1 gram. So now if you are using 1 gram, all you need to do is empty it inside the hole.
Okay.
After mixing the soil, now you put another soil. Now you have your crop. Help me with that.
The whole.
Yes, the whole range.
From there you'll be picking them.
Yes. So if you are doing for transplanting, now you remove one seed.
Okay, with the root.
With the root. So now you opened where the water is dropping. Then put your seed.
So what plant is this?
This is pepper.
Pepper.
Yes. So now,
pepper, red pepper, green pepper.
This is the green pepper that we have now. This is the seed. So immediately you plant it like this, now the water will be dropping. Okay. Now if you look at, there's a little barrier between where the soil water trap is. I put soil before I put it now. So now that water trap, now immediately this water is dropping, it will go and meet the soil and the soil water trap there. Then it make it to expand. So that expansion will not remove this plant because there's a barrier between the two of them. Now immediately after this one has picked up, now the root begin to go into the ground. Now that's where they will go and meet the soil water trap there. Now any nutrient that you are applying, they will be sinking together with the water, that the soil water trap will just hold them. Hold it in. Now yes, now the plant root will go there and pass through the gel inside. Now that's how it will be absorbing the roots. Yes, even if there's not any moisture around here, that root zone, it has been already damp, moist, and then the nutrients are in there. Okay. So that's the one method of applying the granular form. The another one, if you are having a large scale farming, you cannot do this. Somebody that have 3 hectares, 4 hectares, 5 hectares, 7 hectares, you won't have that time to be digging. So all you need to do, you will just carry the soil water trap. Now you can just spray it like this in your farm, or you can broadcast it. After you broadcast it, now the broadcasting is just like this.
Throwing it up.
Throwing it up. Immediately before you throw it out, you make sure that the land have not been touched. It's just like this bare ground. Okay. After you throw it, now you come with your tractor.
So these ridges has not been raised before you?
Yes, they didn't broadcast it because we want to put it at a spot. Yes. Now, like this open ground there, you can broadcast it.
Okay. Even with the grass on
it? Even with the grass. Immediately you broadcast it, then you come with the tractor.
Okay.
So the tractor that as if you plowing, now is burying this thing inside. Okay. I don't know whether you understand. So it will be burying it inside. Okay. It will be burying it inside. Mixing with the soil. So instead of, you see that when I apply it now, I mix it with the soil. Now that the tractor will be pulverizing the soil and then mixing it, so you don't need any stress that will be digging one hole, and then that is easier. The same thing with rice. The only thing in quantity, if you are applying 1 hectare in rice, require 20 kg per hectare. Then maize require 15. So all you need to do, this is the farm, 1 area, 1 hectare of land. You broadcast this up to the kg. After it evenly, once you've done that, then you can follow up. Even if you have the spray bike, you can use it. It will not be too boring, and then whatever, you can just finish it. The spray machine, there's another spray machine where you can make this one into gel, like the one in the office. Immediately you put it, it can have the injector inside that can just be spraying the gel all over the farm. Then you can follow, you can till your land, and then you can go with it.
How much is the pack of this thing sold?
The pack of this one is going for 3,500. They are 1 kg, but this one is not up to 1 kg. This is 500 grams. So that's how we normally sell it.
Okay, 1 kg goes for
3,500. Now this one is 500 grams, which is a half of a kg. So you divide it by 2, I think you get 1,715 naira. Yes, we do packaging. We started from 100 grams. We also have 200 grams. We also have 500 grams. We also have 1 kg. We have 500 grams. We also have 25 kg. Yes, the highest so far is 25 kg.
How much is that one?
So that one will be when we discuss. The larger, the higher you have, the lower scheme thing.
Farmers, they use and get multiple yield, then we buy back.
Okay.
Because when you are producing 4 tons of rice before in an hectare of land, we give you soil water trap, and you are producing more 8 tons.
So they pay you back with
the harvest. The more harvest they are having. So at the end of the day, you see that it's priceless. You are not even paying anything for the soil water trap. Yes, yes.
And then one thing that is, they already knew the importance of it, and then how it works with them. It serves as incentive for them to even need for more. Okay. Because most of the farmers, some of them, they will try 1 hectare, 2 hectare, 3 hectare. Once it works for them, then they will come back and then demand for as much as they want.